Hello and welcome to Coin Lady channel. Here, we will discuss XRP. I also intend to discuss the following. Since I also feel obligated to promote some of the other cryptocurrencies, I will only be posting one XRP video today. Therefore, the economy will suffer a catastrophic crash if the debt ceiling is not increased. If you want to convince Janet Yellen to raise the debt ceiling, you have to make it seem like the world is ending all over the news. The debt ceiling was going to be raised anyhow, of course. The debt ceiling was increased by the House to $1.50 trillion. Since they're free to issue as much debt as they choose, I seriously doubt that a debt ceiling exists. They have no intention of ever repaying their loan. Who, though, is going to be responsible for repaying this? Inflation will affect both of us eventually. Furthermore, you are aware that $1.50 trillion will be sufficient till March of next year. In the next 6 months, you can expect them to come up with yet another plan to increase the debt ceiling. It's a certainty. Senator Ted Cruz of Texas, USA, claims to be an extreme Bitcoin bull. You know, there are currently two factions of politicians in Washington. There are politicians who support cryptocurrency and politicians who do not. However, I've seen that a lot of the politicians who are against cryptocurrencies have connections to major banks. US Senator Ted Cruz has lately come out as a huge Bitcoin bull. The senator also claims to have purchased the debt related to the digital asset whose value recently topped $30,000. In addition, the crewman said that in his opinion Bitcoin was irreversibly established as the leading cryptocurrency. Ted Cruz will soon learn what XRP is, if he doesn't already. Just wait until he learns the meaning of utility. He quickly shifts his position. Politicians' interest in crypto is encouraging, as it demonstrates they value the technology's continued development in the country. Trading in First Republic Bank shares was suspended due to market volatility. After a further 18% drop today, as I've warned before, the world's financial institutions are perilously close to a total collapse. In my opinion, not one of them is secure. However, the United States government is not inclined to intervene in the First Republic at the present time. Every time they claim they aren't going to aid or bail out this bank, we end up doing it anyhow. So tomorrow I'll make another video in which I predict the United States government will bail out First Republic. The Chinese currency has surpassed both the US dollar and Chinese yuan in international trade. People, however, keep asking me why the value of the US dollar has not been declining. The US dollar is vulnerable because China and Russia can go it alone. This is why Operation Sandman is so massive. It involves over 100 countries abandoning the US dollar simultaneously. That would cause a precipitous decline in the value of the US dollar. And I believe that will transpire in due time. And as it does, the value of cryptocurrency will increase. The president of Brazil backs the establishment of a currency redeemable in BRICS. While I have no doubt that the BRICS nations will eventually come up with their own currency, I believe that XRP will be used as a trust layer in the meantime, particularly since at least 3 of the 5 BRICS nations, India and Brazil, are already using Ripple and benefiting from its on-demand liquidity. Accredited investor definition to be multiplied by 10 per SEX plans. Currently, you need a personal income of $200,000 or $300,000 to qualify. Accredited investors have to have had a high combined income for the prior 2 years and intend to maintain or increase that income this year. Their SVC is hoping to get $10 million out of this. In my opinion, this is just the beginning of it. Since that's where the market seems to be headed, I predict that in the not too distant future, only authorized investors or those working with accredited investors will be able to participate in the cryptocurrency market. We are extremely fortunate to own cryptocurrency at this time. Future visitors may have a more difficult time entering. That's why I warned against liquidating all your crypto at once. You never know when the market will tank, and the bad guys will try to shake us out in any way they can. Yes, technically they can. And now, a 2018 video of Gary Gensler. You need to learn a lesson before declaring that 75% of tokens aren't securities. The document was authored by the regulatory issue. In the United States and many other countries, it is common knowledge that the vast majority of ICO do not qualify as securities. 3/4 of the market is not securities, it's just a commodity, a cash currency. Even in the United States, Canada, and Taiwan, the three jurisdictions that fall under the Howey test that we've discussed. Initial coin offerings have sparked a heated discussion over whether or not cryptocurrencies qualify as securities. However, as a legal matter, it is irrelevant to 3/4 of the market, making the situation 3/4 worse in 2018. We are not the stock market. Today, apparently, Bitcoin is the only item that isn't a security. If we had Gary Gensler in 2018, why can't we have him again in 2019? The banks co-opted Gary Gensler, and now he works for JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, and the rest of the big financial institutions. If the United States is serious about regulating, it should do the same hard work that the other G20 countries have done to establish a framework and provide guidance, such that the 27 member states of the European Union can agree on a common set of regulations with clarity. Golan Brad, the EU has regulatory certainty around crypt, but the House of Representatives says we should just stay where we are and do nothing. It's encouraging to hear legislators discussing cryptography in such detail, as it demonstrates a desire to preserve this type of innovation in the country. Just know that it will take some time to get everything organized. For this reason, the Ripple scenario must be considered. If Ripple prevails and XRP receives guidance from regulators, then that's the deal, the game's over now. Because of this, it must be emphasized. Today is the first day of the hearing in the high-stakes class action lawsuit between Ripple and the financial sector. I'll keep this brief because today's hearing is focused on whether or not to certify the class of XRP owners suing Ripple as a class action lawsuit. Bradley Sostak, who had been holding XRP for 2 weeks, wants to take the lead in that class action. He now considers XRP to be a security. Therefore, Stack asked the court to certify a class consisting of everybody who has ever bought and held XRP or who has ever traded XRP at a loss. Many early crypto investors were fully cognizant of the fact that they were engaging in speculative activity. They told them, "Hey, listen, I'm going to invest, and hopefully I'll get rich off of it." It doesn't always work out, and things were tougher back then. Probably in the year 2018, this case began. But now things are much simpler. It's a sure thing that if you choose your cryptocurrency investments carefully, you'll become filthy rich. Some people enter the crypto market expecting to get rich quick, and they write off the entire industry as a hoax if they don't see immediate results. Please refund my payment. That's exactly what took place here. But now I understand that the problem is that he's attempting to bring in folks who sold at a loss, and there were a lot of them. The beginning of this SEC case is a date you must not forget. In 2020 December, XRP fell precipitously. At the same time, I'm sure many folks who abandoned cryptocurrency forever sold their XRP at a loss. I also believe there are others who sell now in the expectation of buying back at a lower price later, only to find that the price has gone up. This also occurs inside the crypto community. Have you ever noticed that everyone is looking for a handout of some kind? You're aware of the dangers associated with crypto, right? I can protect myself in the crypto market without the help of the SEC. Both you and I are fully aware of the commitment we are making. To our advantage, we have XRP investments. We made a good investment with this Ripple suing individual. In all likelihood, he will never again have access to XRP and will therefore miss out on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. In retrospect, all you had to do was stop being such a baby about it in 2018. For 2 weeks he stored away XRP. Get real. I've owned XRP for 4.5 years. House Representative Brad Golan is battling for all of Internet of ERC20 tokens. Sure, Coinbase is now in court with the SEC. The acceptance of Coinbase has reached universal proportions. Wow, it's great to see how forward-thinking Coinbase is. That they're taking action to counter the SEC's oppression is encouraging. No one supported Ripple, however, because of its association with the SEC. That's the bad news, and it's a battle that resonates across all of crypto. The crypto community as a whole has to remember that we are all in this together. I couldn't care less if you have bitcoins. Not a big Bitcoin supporter here. We are all crypto investors, and as such, you should be on board with anything that goes against fighting back against the SEC and anyone who fights back against the FCC. If you own it, we are in this together. If you hold it, Ethereum, we are in this together. In an April 2023 article about the development of digital banking, Ripple's collaboration with banks all over the world to implement blockchain is mentioned. Blockchain technology is being used to increase the security and efficiency of cross-border payments, with companies like Ripple partnering with banks around the world to implement the system. Artificial intelligence is also expected to have a significant impact on the future of digital banking. Currently, we are at that point. We're currently in the next phase of banking, and Ripple will play a crucial role in this transition. That's why I stated it's a no-brainer to get into crypto today and purchase XRP given the current prices, because you can't lose. Every time I bring this up, I get the same response. Someday I will invest. In the meantime, I'm not ready to do so. If you're thinking, I'll wait until this case is resolved, and then I'll buy XRP, or I'll wait until the price starts moving, and then I'll buy XRP at some point, or you won't be buying XRP because it will be way too expensive, then you're wrong. That's why it's crucial to invest now. XRP and Ripple are going to dominate the global economy. And we know that the time is near. Even though it pains me to say it, many people believe I've been waiting for ages. Yes, I feel the same way. I, too, have waited for quite some time. However, you must be patient and wait for a short bit longer. When you consider the BRICS countries' recent attacks on the US currency and the US government's explanation for raising the debt ceiling at the same time, you can see why I think the future is bright for cryptocurrencies. More people will take action to counter inflation. How? By getting your money out of the bank and putting it into a safe haven asset like cryptocurrency or precious metals. In addition to everything else, though, things aren't even going to start picking up until later. This can't carry on indefinitely. Remember that always. That's all I have to say about that, so I'll end this video. Please accept my gratitude for tuning in. Thanks to everyone who has seen my videos. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.